They've been seen for over a century, glowing lights that move against the rules of nature. The locals call them the Devil's Lanterns. But what happens when you don't just see them, but follow them? This is the story of a man who captured the Ozark ghost lights on video and the horrifying truth that followed him home. The Ozark Mountains stretch endlessly, rolling forests, deep valleys, and pockets of darkness where no sunlight ever reaches. At night, the silence is so heavy, you can hear your own heartbeat echoing in your ears. For decades, travelers, hunters, and hikers have reported strange orbs of light drifting through the woods. They don't flicker like fireflies. They don't shine like lanterns. They move, sliding, floating, sometimes splitting into two, sometimes vanishing, only to reappear behind you. Old stories claim the lights lead the curious to their deaths. Others say they are restless souls, wandering without peace. But this story isn't about folklore. It's about Ethan, a man who set out to document the lights with his camera. And what he found was worse than any story ever told. Ethan wasn't a thrill seeker. He wasn't even a ghost hunter. He was a videographer, fascinated by strange phenomena. In early November, he packed his camera, a lantern, and a drone and headed deep into the woods. He set up camp far from the nearest road. Just after midnight, he saw it for the first time. At the tree line, a pale, bluish-white light hovered. It pulsed faintly, like it was breathing. Then it darted silently into the forest. Ethan followed. The deeper he went, the more lights appeared. One became two became four. They seemed aware of him, guiding him further and further from his camp, until the forest around him felt alien. On his footage, the lights can be seen forming a perfect circle around him. They hovered, silent, watching. Then, one by one, they blinked out, leaving him in complete blackness. Ethan returned home shaken, but exhilarated. He had real evidence. The footage was undeniable, but when he slowed the video down, he noticed something horrifying. The lights weren't just floating. Inside them, distorted faces, mouths open in silent screams. He tried to dismiss it as his imagination, but the haunting had already begun. At 12 a.m., he woke to faint whispers, like leaves rustling inside his walls. When he checked his camera bag, it was damp, not with water, but with thick, black fluid that reeked of iron. Terrified, he deleted the raw footage, but the files came back, corrupted, altered. Now, they contained new frames he never filmed, a dark figure standing behind him in the woods. No face, no features, just a shadow watching. Days passed and Ethan grew more paranoid. Neighbors complained of strange lights flickering in his apartment late at night. One swore she saw a man standing at his window when Ethan wasn't home. Desperate, he uploaded a short clip to a private forum. Within hours, people begged him to take it down. One warning stood out, written in all caps: "Do not give them attention. The lights notice you back." That night, Ethan set his camera to record while he slept. The next morning, when he reviewed the footage, the truth was undeniable. At 2:47 a.m., a bluish glow appeared in the corner of his room. It hovered above his bed, pulsing. Then it sank directly into his chest. His body convulsed. His eyes shot open. But on the footage, his mouth stretched wide, screaming, yet no sound came out. 2 days later, Ethan disappeared. Police found his apartment locked from the inside. The only clue was his camera, still recording, pointed at a cracked window. The final 3 minutes are chilling. The cityscape outside vanishes. In its place, dense, black trees. Then the lights appear again, dozens of them, pressing against the glass, glowing brighter and brighter. One light floats closer, filling the lens, and for the first time, it doesn't look like light. It looks like an eye. The scream cuts to static. Ethan was never found. But his corrupted videos continue to surface across hidden corners of the internet. Sometimes disappearing overnight, sometimes reappearing with new frames no one remembers seeing before. Skeptics claim the lights are swamp gas, reflections, or tricks of the eye. But those who've seen the footage all say the same thing: the lights follow you. And once you look at them, they never stop looking back. So if you ever find yourself deep in the Ozark Mountains at night, and you see a strange blue glow drifting through the trees, don't follow it. Don't record it. And above all, don't let it know you've seen it. Because once you do, the lights will follow you home. This was ghost lights in the Ozark Mountains, captured on video. If you made it this far into the story, remember, never watch alone at night. And if you want more terrifying stories like this one, make sure to like, share, and subscribe before the lights find you next.